Oh, you know what? It'd be better if you read this.
Why? You have a really good
It's a female voice.
Just practice. Hi.
Okay, recently my boyfriend, now fiance, proposed to me on our trip to Mexico. The ring he picked out has a non-diamond center stone, which I was a little bit surprised by. I don't dislike it, but I'm not sure I like it either, and it seems to be the type of topic I'd expect to discuss in advance. Okay, can we pause?
Yeah. Just how you're reading that now is even funnier because she's like, not to be materialistic, but my boyfriend bought me this like ring.
And wouldn't you believe it, it's not a diamond.
I didn't get to pick it up. I went from daddy to double grand because that's what I am.
Like, together we have over a dozen Oscars and Grammys.
Yeah.
And I'm dating a Grammy. I got a Grammy, and I got me a Grammy.
Yeah, he would say that. As far as
I'm dating a Grammy, and I got me a Grammy. Spotify or Anchor FM. Oh my. All right. This is going to be an issue.
Yeah, the video version is on Spotify, and we're also planning to make a YouTube channel soon, so be on the lookout for that. Yes.
I love lamp. Do you really love the lamp, or are you just saying it because you saw it?
I love lamp. I love lamp.
Lamp. Wish you were a lamp that would light up when you get touched.
Lamp. Lamp. Lamp.
She might be dead.
All right, everybody, welcome back.
Welcome back to the iLovelamppod,
Episode 3.
where we shine light on the things we love.
Yes, we shine a light on love. All right, thank you for tuning in to Episode 3.
Yes.
We love seeing the channel grow and hearing y'all's feedback. Gotten a bunch of follows from Instagram, so thank you, friends who have engaged with the Instagram. As well, we've got the podcast now up on Google, Amazon/Audible, Castbox, a couple other services, in addition to Spotify and Anchor.fm. But if you want to watch the video version, check out Spotify or Anchor FM. Oh my! All right. This is going to be an issue.
Yeah, the video version is on Spotify, and we're also planning to make a YouTube channel soon, so be on the lookout for that.
Yes. YouTube channel coming soon. Just need to make some thumbnails and some end credit sort of assets.
Probably a feature in a movie soon, too.
Yeah. Working out a movie deal. We don't know if we're going to go with Universal or one of the art house
Right.
type, more boutique.
Spielberg was reaching out too, but we're not really supposed to talk about it yet.
Was he reaching out like this?
He was phoning home.
He did E.T., right?
I think, yeah.
Spielberg did E.T.?
Yes.
Shout out Spielberg. I'm not sure how centered this is right now. Hold on, could you get up and center it on me? Hey man, it's a video show, guys. It's a video show. We're working with video. Good? All right. We're keeping it. We're going live. All right. So, quick, what you up to's? What you up to?
Honestly, right now in this exact moment, this is the first time I've ever used this pen.
A stylus?
No, the Apple one. How it's literally like a pen. I don't know. That's crazy to me.
I mean, I just copped that off of Amazon. It's like a knockoff, but it was like $3.
I've never seen one like that.
Isn't it cool?
Yeah.
Show it to your camera, would you?
It's like this. Is it focusing?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just kind of write. I don't know.
Yo, when I look at that screen, it definitely looks like you're like an ASMR person. Do you think we could do some ASMR videos?
ASMR. Maybe sometime.
Do you know what ASMR is?
Yeah.
I don't know what it stands for, but it's like certain people are relaxed by
Ew, yeah.
tapping and fluttering.
Like
and
automatic sound. Something. Are you looking it up?
Yeah, sure.
What is that? Yes.
Oh my, Gus is fucking with the main cam.
His little cone is what's like pulling down all the stands this time.
Yeah, this
Other
dude
times he's
is a
like that over here.
terrorist. Just hold him. Just hold, baby.
Here's crazy.
This is too much, man. Okay. Are we in the pocket? Are we still doing a podcast? Or
Well, I mean, we should just keep trying.
it's just like slapstick. Okay, so you went to brunch this morning.
I did, yeah. A new place, food. No, food was in the name of the place.
Yeah, I mean, I figure that's what you were saying. Food something. No way.
True Food Kitchen.
Word.
Got a Tuscan salad with kale salad with shrimp.
And a little booze. Booze it up.
Got this little apple spritz thing.
Speaking of booze, we're here. All right, let's just take a beat. Pause. If he knocks that fucking stand over again, I'm gonna.
Oh, it's so distracting in here.
Okay, I need you to hold him for at least an hour.
I'll try, dude. It's really up to him. He's cuddly.
This is gonna be fun to cut
Nah,
between.
he likes cuddly.
So episode 2, we figured out multicam. I'm wondering what episode 3 will bring. It'll probably be more incremental improvements, but we were a little bit more considered with the shots and the lighting today. Not sure where this camera is actually pointing now. But
Oh no. I get what you're saying now.
so no need to be frustrated. But anyway, I got to see some buddies from work / the pipeline, the training pipeline yesterday. I got to hang out with my buddies Saunders and Graham Andrews. One, we played some beer die at Saunders' place.
How do you play that?
Oh, have you never heard of it?
I don't know.
I
Sounds
actually thought I knew how to
unfamiliar.
play, and I actually didn't. So you have like a die,
Dice? Oh.
like just one, and then you need to throw it as high as the table is long, and it needs to land on the opponent's side of the table, and then you get extra points for how it goes from there. Like if it comes off the side, it's a certain amount of points. If it goes between the two cups, that's like 2 points. If it hits a cup, that's like 3 points, or like 2 points in a drink. And then if you land it in the cup, then that's like the ultimate like game over.
That sounds fun. I've never heard of it.
It's a big like aviation community drinking game.
Gotcha. Feels like a spin on beer pong.
Yeah.
Kind of.
But that, and then I got to hang out with Mateo a little bit. I think he headed back home for the holidays for a little bit, so it's good to see the boy. We got to hang out a few times when he first got back from deployment, but since then I've kind of been in the lab. We've been taking it easy the last couple weekends, and I'm super into that, honestly. I like it probably better. But it's good to change it up every once in a while.
Yeah, like tonight we're going to that drive-in theater.
Yes.
I'm very excited.
We're going to see Avatar: The Way of Water
Yeah.
on drive-in.
One, I love going to see movies. Two, it's a different experience. And three, this Avatar is supposed to be really good.
Oh.
I read some things that it was.
Am I in the
So hopefully.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
It's just
He's
kinda
flying.
cut. Okay.
He's so big to be like a lap dog anymore. He's still like trying to hang on.
Yeah. Yeah, you're built a little different, dude. It made me kind of sad. I was watching some masterclass
Yeah.
dog discipline videos.
Yeah.
And it was just talking about how like it's sort of obvious, but every dog has like 4 stages to their life cycle.
Okay.
There's like puppy, adolescent, adult, and then senior.
Uh-huh.
And I just realized like, dude, Gus is like done with the puppy stage. Like he's changed already. Like he might be a little bit still in puppy, but he's like an adolescent now.
I don't know. I think he's still a pup. Like he's not even a year yet.
Yeah, but just think about it. Like if a dog year is 7 years,
Oh.
then like by the time he's 1 year, that's like he's 7 years old.
Yeah.
In which case you're well into a child. Whereas a puppy or baby, you could maybe consider just like the first 1, 2, 3/7 of the year.
Yeah.
Of course,
Makes
different
sense.
development
He did
rates,
grow so
but yeah.
fast. Like last time he's 37 pounds.
Yeah, and we
Crazy.
picked him up when he was already
12.
3 months.
But we got him when he was 12, and the thing said
12
he
pounds?
weighed 9 pounds.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he already grew when we were getting him.
Yeah. Didn't you, Manon?
Yeah, he's a big.
I know you want to be third
He's very
character
happy,
so
though.
bad. You want to be the third
I love-
character on this
Oh,
freaking podcast.
I'm just excited about that dental stuff we got him. for
What'd you
his
get him?
Water.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
never seen that before. No, just because.
So you
I
mix
don't
it into
shop.
the water itself?
Yeah, and it like makes their breath smell good. It like brushes their teeth.
Did you use it today?
Yeah, I've used it the past couple days. You do it twice a day.
I think it's not that his breath is bad, it's that his beard smells bad
Yeah.
from always being wet.
And I use those wipes on that. I feel like he's smelling better.
Yeah. I think the cone is partially responsible, but it's also how
Yeah.
he likes to dig and get in
He
stuff.
loves dirt.
You're the dirty
Love
boy,
is-
aren't you? You're the dirty boy, aren't you?
So what do we got here?
All right, let's
on
check out our
the-
little outline. So this is going to be our last podcast of 2022.
Yeah.
Third
2022.
podcast ever together and our last of 2022. So
The year went by so fast.
for real,
It's crazy.
this has been one of the most eventful years of my life. Our life that we spent the entire year in a relationship, even if we weren't together from like April to August,
Yeah.
which is crazy.
They're crazy.
You getting nervous?
No. Do you have any favorite moments?
Some key favorite moments.
Yeah.
Oh man, just talking to you on the phone in Wake Island.
Yeah, I remember that call. It's been
For
nice.
y'all who don't know where Wake Island is, it was like a big strategic part of World War II because it's in the middle of bumfuck nowhere in the Pacific Ocean. I was out there for a couple weeks, you know, limited to no Wi-Fi, and they had like dial-up phones, so I rang up Alyssa and got some good combos, just feeling really grounded by talking to you on there. What about you? What's one of your top moments?
Over
of
2022,
2022.
let's see. I feel like there's been a lot of good ones. I can't believe I didn't write examples down. Okay, let's see. So we started it here after the New Year's. I guess just like starting the job was different. Like, I know that sounds vague, but like how I like work 8 minutes away now.
Yeah,
Really
yeah.
nice.
Got the dream commute
Getting switched
just
over,
down the
yeah.
street.
You coming back, getting the bike recently, going on the bike ride.
That was one of your top moments?
Well, I'm thinking back like
Just
recently,
getting it.
like the things that are highlighted to me in the year.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, just a lot of stuff.
Getting Gus.
Yes, of course,
Huge.
getting Gus.
Huge moment for sure. Freaking driving up there to South Carolina.
Yeah. I feel like starting the Crunch membership.
Starting
'cause
Crunch.
That gym, I love it a lot.
Yeah. I mean, I still love
Every
it.
time I go, it's favorite.
And I don't want to take it for granted because now, even though I've been a ton of times, like, it's just nice. It's
Yeah.
a bike ride
You
away.
can take classes.
Taking
and-
classes. I went to yoga yesterday.
Yeah, it's
Shout out yoga.
Yeah, Benny boy.
let's see what else.
Top moments of the year. 2022. Oh, wait. Sorry. 2012. Class of 2012.
Oh yeah, yeah.
10-year reunion back in Tyler. That was super fun. Yeah, just seeing the old classmates. It all kind of blends together. There's just this big, you know, work haze. Not like getting hazed, but like a cloudiness.
Like
kind of.
a lot of your memories are of work stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
so cool too.
And even then, it feels like so long ago
Yeah.
that I did that. So we'll talk about that more in like goals for 2023.
Yeah, good idea.
But I wish I wrote some more out. But those are some pretty good
I feel like that
highlights.
just takes a long time to reflect too, because like when you're thinking of a whole year, like you just have your a normal day in your schedule, and usually your favorite moments are something that doesn't always happen, so they like stick out.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
they're not like as easy to remember.
Yeah, just getting a routine together that I really dig. I can't underrate that, honestly. It's and being able to start out and push on with these endeavors. We're potting. We've done some business things, some of them that are already
Yeah.
kind of on the shelf, and I'm okay with. shout out
Yeah,
guy.
At least we gave it a try.
Yeah, we gave it a go. We'll talk about that on a future episode. I want some
that'll
more,
be funny.
some more time, some more distance.
Yeah, you guys will like our first fail. Not really though. You'll understand later.
Do we want to do the Reddit relationship stuff?
Sure. Yeah.
All right, let's talk about it.
She's dating a relationship advice expert. He's a journalist. Do you want to read it? I can't see it from here.
Okay. I'm going to keep this brief. Last week, I, a 37-year-old female, met up for drinks with an app date with zero expectations. I'm kind of feeling someone else I've been seeing, but ended up several rounds deep with the guy, having a great time, and we slept together. Not my MO usually, but it was fun. He's an engaging and interesting guy, mid-40s, travels a lot, but owns his place and is ready to settle down. Invited me for the second date before I left the first. Side note, what do you think about that move?
I don't know.
It just depends on the person, right?
Yeah.
If you're into them and they're into you, it's like, hell yeah. If you're like a little bit like, oh, let's see where this goes, and then they spring like the second one.
But also, what if it wasn't that serious? What if it was just him like, oh man, this is so fun, we should do this again? And she's like, oh my gosh, he invited me on a second date. You know, like I'm just taking. I don't know.
It definitely seems like why do we even like back up at that? You know what I mean? Like we want to like make it seem like an audition to the very last second.
Like, why is it weird for someone to ask you to hang out?
If anything, you kind of can clarify your feelings. Like, if you don't want that, then maybe that's like, it just helps you realize, like, okay, maybe I'm not having a good time.
I don't know. It's just like weird to me because I feel like if you were hanging out with friends, you wouldn't like
plan the next one right as you're doing it.
I don't think you'd think about it too much. Like, oh my gosh, is that weird? Like, you'd be like, oh yeah, we should. Or if they didn't, you wouldn't be like, oh, they didn't say anything. Like, it's so weird people approach dating different than like friendships.
I guess so.
Like,
it is different though, because especially on like some first dates, not all first dates. I don't think our first date was like this, but it can feel like just not relaxed sort of vibe at all. It's like you're trying to be on your best behavior. On your P's
like
and Q's.
auditioning. Those are so weird to me. Or like they feel like an interview, and I'm like, oh,
look,
my
I'm
gosh,
right for this
cringy.
job. I'm high value.
The position has been filled. You know,
yes. Like you're one of many candidates.
Sorry, you did not get a rose this week.
Right. Doing the bachelor thing. Okay, sorry. So we're jumping back to it. He asked her on a second date.
Okay.
Mr. Relationship column writer guy. Date number 2 is to watch election returns. My kind of nerd.
No way. Okay.
Okay, so they're both some like C-SPAN, like CNBC, like it's good to be, you know, we're in a democracy. It's good to be involved in that kind of thing. But like, that's like hobby watching. That's the kind of thing that you're like really into, or you're like, what the hell? Nah, I'll read an email about the returns tomorrow morning, or even worse, maybe I'll just be ignorant of it going forward.
I was saying election returns.
Yeah,
that's different. And then like, and they're talking about like the final one, like who's gonna win.
Well, it is probably referring to the one about a month ago with, nationwide, seeing how the balance of power in like the Senate and Congress will be between Democrats and Republicans.
Gotcha.
And there was a lot of governor ones as well. For example, DeSantis won Florida.
Okay. What else does it say?
Let's see. Here's the catch. This guy is an author and journalist who just got his start with a couple of books and regular columns in the dating and relationship advice category.
Dun, dun, dun.
Just paid his journo dues.
Oh.
Not a one-trick pony. Basically, he was a bit of a single dude translator of the fuck the rules, quote-unquote, variety. Convenient. In national publications. That sentence is a little confusing to me.
Yeah.
So fuck the rules of dating, or...
It's giving me like The Hitch.
It's giving
Smith.
Hitch?
Yeah, like...
What was Hitch's career?
He was like a relationship guru guy.
Dude, this is basically Hitch.
And then...
Oh, but let me guess, his walls are up.
Him, and she's like, no, I can't like him because he's like this relationship like guy, and he does all this. He's like a player playing me, and it seems like Hitch.
That is so Hitch. Can we just talk for another breakout?
Yeah.
What happened to all the good rom-coms?
Dude, I don't know. That used to be like my favorite category.
There are some good ones that are coming out on the
Ticket to
streamers.
Paradise, I loved it.
Ticket to Paradise
Loved
was
it.
an
So
excellent streamer. You know, Clooney, Roberts at the height of their powers, being charming. And, you know, they're just living it up in Bali and being catty to one
Beautiful.
another. And you know what's going to
Seaweed
happen.
Farm.
They're exes. But you know what's going to happen. Come on now.
They ordered dessert.
Very handsome Asian man. That wasn't the dessert. We kind of said stuff at the same time. And that daughter was from something as well. Their daughter
I'm
was
blanking right now.
one of the leads from Booksmart,
Oh, okay.
alongside Beanie Feldman. Do you know who Beanie Feldman is? Jonah Hill's sister.
Oh,
Yeah,
what?
yeah. Once you see her and you see him, like,
They
oh,
look-
of course,
They
yeah,
have resemblance.
yeah. He has some funny interviews talking about her.
Aw.
He's just like, yeah, she's like complete opposite of me. She's like been confident since day one. You know, because
Aw,
Jonah
yeah.
talks about his body insecurity and like how he felt like pigeonholed, and that he would. This wasn't in one of the things that we watched together, but like I saw him in an interview that was like, I used to like walk into a room, look at every single person, and like figure out like what I would say if they disrespected me. Like I would find something about each one of them that would make them insecure, just in case one of them stepped to me, so I would be ready.
I did not watch that with you, but I remember you like saying that before.
Isn't that crazy?
It's
But
sad too, yeah, like to think.
I can kind of relate to that in certain. It's like not something I do, but like if you feel wounded or if you feel like vulnerable and you don't feel like you're safe with people, like you'll be like, all right, let me just be preemptive. You know, it's like that same thing with like dudes who get jacked. And it's like no one can ever beat me up now or something like that.
Yeah, but I mean, it's kind of sad to think about it. Like you walk into a room and you have to think of like these mean things about everyone else to say, and can you just like walk in and be like, "Oh, I'm excited to have a good time." Like it sucks that you have to like be on defense like that.
Talk about
like, that's
not living
a
in the
very,
moment
like,
at all.
calm state of mind.
Yeah.
And like I know it helps like in those moments if it happens, but it's not always more likely to happen than not. Like you're just wasting your like peace.
Yeah,
Thinking about what to
a
say.
lot of
versus,
mental
like,
energy as well.
Yeah.
No wonder he had to eat so much.
Yeah. And like it just goes back on you too, like to be mean. Is you have like the bigger person being
Yeah, to
nice
hold
and
hate in
stuff.
your
Yeah,
heart
it
is
hurts
to
you.
swallow poison and hope that your enemy
Yeah.
dies. Or somebody said something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Abraham Lincoln, I think. Vampire
Right.
Slayer.
So back to it. Anyway, my question is, would you read this dude's advice books and columns before getting more involved? Would you avoid this dude altogether or just approach with a little healthy skepticism? Treat the writing as useful data? Any caveats I'm not thinking of? There's like 5 questions. I know it's kind of his advice. Oh, it's kind of his job to be chatty and interesting. And 100% going to ask him about how much of his own advice he's followed or ignored and what the consequences have been. So kind of a handful of questions in there.
What I'm thinking too is like, how did she get that information? Like, did he tell her?
Sounded like she Googled him.
Yeah, because it's like, why wouldn't she have asked those questions already? Like, oh, do you take your own advice? I feel like that's like casual. You could ask that.
They're only on date 2, though.
Hey, I'm a relationship. Like, if he's like, hey, I do a relationship column, she could be like, oh, do you take your own advice? Like, I don't know. The question could come up.
Maybe he doesn't like to talk about it on the first date.
Well, then how does she know?
Oh, they already slept together. So maybe something about his journalistic background, like that information was encoded in his sperm.
Oh my gosh, too much.
So when he ejaculated, and that touched
seriously, like
her
having this
that information was
depends.
inseminated inside of her. What were we talking about?
Dude, Gus
Hey,
is like
yo.
in here, and he doesn't
Baby
have
ears,
that.
baby ears.
Baby ears.
Adolescent
So-
years.
Just like how she got the information, because I feel like that depends on how her.
Maybe he has
She should
clippings
feel-
of his writings up in his apartment or his
What if
house that he owns.
And what if he was like, oh, true, that's a good one. Or if he was like, hey, like, don't read it in my columns
Do you think
online.
do you think OP? Do you think the original poster is hot?
Maybe. Or it could be like a really dorky journalist.
She's 37 and single. I'm imagining sort of a very, like a worldly, like a city girl. Not like city girls, but like...
Yeah, like more sophisticated.
Yeah. Like she's been in a lot of relationships. She's loved and learned.
I wonder what she does.
Or she could be like a C-SPAN nerd. I could see that too.
Anyway.
Okay, so what would you do? Of course you're reading the stuff.
Oh, of course I
You
am.
gotta read.
I feel
But
like-
are you reading like as much as you can, or are you reading
Listen,
just enough to not get the ick? I
This
feel like
is
if you
so
read enough,
deep.
you're gonna get the ick.
I feel like people read in general, no matter if they're journalists or not, like they're gonna like try to check their Insta or like a little bit of stuff to know, right? So if she found that journalism thing, I feel like that's just like a gold pot. Like I feel like you would.
I feel like this is a huge green flag. The fact that he's at least thought. Well,
Yeah.
then you run into the risk.
I don't know.
You run the risk of like, oh my god, none of this is for me.
Yeah,
it's all
I
for
guess one of
single
his
guys.
articles were like how to date 10 women and none of them know or something. Like you read that and it's like,
How to have sex with a a political fan on the first date.
oh yeah, and you like see a bad review about yourself or something like how to cope from an awful date with a smelly
You gotta
person.
ask. You gotta ask the man. Have you ever written about your relationships? How often? Like, and show your sources.
Yeah, like how do you get your inspo? Like why do you write the things you do?
Yeah, who
Whose
hurt you?
purpose? Yeah, seriously, like he probably had a really bad breakup to want to give advice, maybe to other people.
I'm sure
I don't know,
everybody's
that can't be
had
why.
a. Doesn't everybody have a bad breakup though?
Yeah.
Isn't either your first or second breakup's always going to be kind of horrible? I don't know anyone who's never had a bad breakup
Yeah.
unless they haven't been in any real relationships like ever. You gotta like rip the glue off. You know what I mean?
I don't know. Some people are able to do it without having a bad fall off.
If you have listeners, please write us at ilovelamppod@gmail.com. That's ILOVEPOD. Oh, wait. I skipped
Oh, no.
lamp. I love LAMP pod@gmail.com. And you could write to us on Instagram, and we're also on
Yeah,
Twitter
we
now.
are.
So at I
We'd
love
love
lamp
to hear
pod.
from you.
Let us know, Elon.
So,
Speaking of,
yeah, I guess I would definitely look. That was her answer, a question. Yeah.
yeah,
I'd do it.
that's such a fun
What do you?
conversation. Absolutely, I would. Because then you get to ask, like, do you follow your advice or not?
Yeah.
Do you ever feel like you're phoning it in? Do you just write about like stuff you heard about on the movies? Like,
Yeah.
I'm sure you get real listeners writing in, but like you can kind of just have fun with it. Just imagine
Yeah.
you're in that position and try and answer to the best you can with your experience.
Yeah. Some of those advice columns in newspaper magazines I like to read.
Have you ever been like
Like
a I don't know what that is.
Okay. Like a what?
Like a fan of a particular one?
Not really, but I've like seen some funny ones lately that ask like relationship questions or like there's like this woke parent that was not woke parent. She's like, I don't like woke culture. Isn't that one article? But it was like basically
She was complaining
They-
about woke culture.
yeah, she's like, they aren't teaching my kids to read How to Kill a Mockingbird or Huckleberry Finn. They're teaching him about like racism stuff, and he's feeling bad about his being white. And it was like, you sound crazy.
Wait, they do teach Huck Finn and
Like I guess her school in specific was changing up the literature, and they're like teaching them different things.
I can't ever tell what the net state of education is because it just seems like as some schools try and introduce critical race theory and stuff, like, you know, like, okay, we stole from the Native Americans, like, you know, ownership by force, some of this shit is fucked up. In other parts of the country, it's like the opposite way. Like, we're not going to teach even like a book that is like part of the former canon, like freaking, what's the one about the weirdo kid?
I know what you're talking about.
Catcher in the Rye. Catcher in the Rye.
Yeah.
Like, because he's like a school shooter or like he's he has
Yeah, it's supposed
violent
to be like
impulses.
banned from schools. I haven't finished it, but
So the
Because
left
it was
and the right,
banned,
it's all
it made me
happening
want
like
to
in the
read it,
school.
you know?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this book is banned from
Yeah.
schools. Let me get it. And I was like, oh, this is kind of crazy. But
It's like the right's move to like ban books, and the left's move is like, let's like introduce all these new concepts that people don't want to hear about.
I don't know. And just, I mean, even like, if they want to update the curriculum, sure, because I think both those books are good, Huckleberry and To Kill a Mockingbird, but like, this is what we used to teach people. Like, if you want to go out and read them on your own, like, do it. And
Yeah.
then, like, the new books in class.
Yeah.
So,
But it's an interesting flip side
Yeah.
to it because the left is more likely to ban particular problematic voices.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Whether it's Ye or Kyrie or I don't know. Shit, I'm not into that alt-right stuff, but I only know the black ones.
oh, and I guess one of the questions they were trying to change on the questionnaire is like, when they usually ask you, what is your race? Instead, they would phrase it like, what is your background? Things like that.
Kids look behind them. I don't know, a wall.
Yeah.
Some other kid.
A book.
Shout out this wall. We got the soundproofing good. I kind of want to do orange and white for the top 2 rows.
Yeah.
Let us
that'd
know
be
on
cool.
I Love Lamp. In a sense, it's finished. We have other things we need to introduce. But I think every episode, the studio is looking a little better and better, which I'm so excited about.
Happy for you. And me too.
Let's try and do 26 podcasts at least in the year 2023.
Yeah.
If we're doing every other week, that's 26 weeks. We could easily do 26 podcasts.
Yeah.
We could even
I was going to say,
get more frequent if we get kind of a recording schedule down. Get a rhythm going.
yeah, we will for sure. I like that goal. 26. So look out for them.
Yes. And get some guests down here, too. We already have 4
Yeah.
mics.
We have some people we're excited to have on,
Yeah.
and some people we're excited to ask to have on.
I just want to make them really uncomfortable.
Unless that's not
Just
your
ask
thing,
very
then we
provocative
won't.
relationship questions.
That's how we get our guests on here. We're
Yeah,
gonna ask
yeah.
you
Well,
really
we don't have
uncomfortable
to. We don't have
questions.
to get them and keep
No.
them. We just need them on one ep each.
Oh my gosh.
We do need our an Andy Richter though. I don't see you as my Richter.
I don't
We're
know
like
what that
both
is.
Conan O'Brien.
Okay.
You know, it's like there's like a late night host and then like a sidekick.
Yeah.
I don't see us that way. I feel like we're more like The View,
Okay.
which I actually don't know that much about. I just know there's like 4 ladies.
Oh, I thought you meant like The View, like how we look and stuff.
Oh no,
But
I meant
another
The View.
show.
Like
I mean, Good Morning America has 2 hosts.
true.
There's plenty of things that have 2
Yo,
hosts.
did you
Like,
see the
what?
thing with the Good Morning America hosts?
What?
They were having an affair.
What? Like, I did not see it.
Oh
What?
shoot, let me see.
Robin?
No. It's like an African American man and a blonde chick. Producing everybody too.
Yeah.
GMA affair. I feel like this isn't even the first one. TJ Holmes and Amy Robach. Hey yo, that's almost my name.
No, I didn't know that. I think I know those ones either on there. He kind of looks familiar. So they are both on the
man.
show,
They were.
and then
Oh man,
like I'm confused.
y'all.
Were they like they were together or?
They hosted certain segments together. I don't watch it as closely as
But
you.
they
so
weren't. They like both had like spouses or something.
I believe
Is that what
so.
that means? That's how.
At least one of them. Dang.
On daytime television?
Daytime television, I feel like they're more likely to be into that stuff because it's like they have to put on this persona of like bright, cheery, get your day started. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
They have
they're
to get
low
there at,
key
like,
horny.
3 a.m. They get there like, I don't want to be here. They're like,
Yeah.
me either.
They're like done by like 2 p.m.
Yeah.
They're like, drinks?
Yeah, happy hour.
Bed? My room? Let's get a hotel. We're in New York City, city of sin. Good girls gone bad. The city's filled with them. Ho! That's what I was doing. You know that Alicia Keys song?
New York.
Empire State of Mind.
Yeah, we're concrete.
Concrete jungles
I'm made of
where things are made of.
in New York. And then like Jay-Z hops on. He's like,
$18 coffee. Ho,
no clouds in my stalls.
my palms were itchy.
Let it rain.
My lips are big. I spit.
Hey, you guys are out of hand towels in the bathroom.
Okay, so we pretty much covered that whole non-issue with dating a relationship advice columnist, right? She's pretty much flexing.
Yeah.
That is a Reddit flex, dude. Some of these are way more messy and just depressing.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like he's a good guy and stuff.
Yeah.
And she's like, help me.
And if you
with
get
this
her-
problem, I'm with a good guy.
If you get hurt, like, I mean, it's going to happen in dating and you might get written about, but that's like the worst case scenario.
Yeah, it's better to put yourself out there versus the what ifs.
Yeah.
What if I did that? Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't know.
They're probably not going to end up together, though. I just feel like he's probably a little bit like, keep it rolling, like a rolling stone.
Yeah.
But he said he's in his 40s and looking to settle down, so everyone's got to settle down. Not everyone. Some people will settle down eventually. That's like such a non-statement. I'm like hedging so hard. Oh, you know, sometimes things happen.
Yeah.
Other times they don't. All right, welcome back.
And we're back on the I Love Lamp
I Love
pod.
Lamp podcast. Thank you for supporting I Love
Yes,
Lamp.
we appreciate all of you guys
Episode
so
3.
much.
Episode 3. All right, we're going to get to you with one more Reddit-sourced relationship issue.
Let's get to it.
Yes, let's talk about it. Let's see. Which one do we want to cover here?
We saw a couple good ones today, like either the laundry one or that purple ring.
Oh, schneez.
Oh. He wasn't supposed to do that.
Boy, Brock.
He figured it out. He cracked the code. He got his cone off. He's been trying to do that for 9 days. He's supposed to keep it on. I'll come help you. It's like a snap thing. And then the poor boy, he thought he had escaped.
Thought you would escape, didn't you, Black?
I feel bad. That thing is probably so itchy, but
Yeah.
he needs to have it.
All right, let's save
All right.
the ring one for another time.
Yeah, guys, it's really good. It's juicy story. TLDR for right now is that it's really ugly. Well, I shouldn't say that. You have to make your own opinion if it's ugly or not. But yeah.
I thought you said do you want to just do it now, today?
Time.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah,
Let's do it
kinda.
today. Definitely more interesting than that laundry one.
Yeah, that one's just kind of like.
Yeah, it is what it is. It's like, eh.
No, I don't think it's I think it's just like, like, you know, people used to say "pu."
Okay, so this is my first time posting, so apologies in advance for asking such a materialistic question. Oh, you know what? It'd be better if you read this.
Why? You have a really good.
It's a female voice.
Just practice. Hi.
Okay, recently my boyfriend, now fiance, proposed to me on our trip to Mexico. I was genuinely really surprised. We had been dating for almost 4 years, but when we first met, I was intrigued. I was interested in getting married one day while he was unsure. So I kind of assumed I would be the one nudging him into it. Smiley face. I was happy with the proposal, but since it was a surprise, I was not involved in picking out a ring. The ring he picked out has a non-diamond center stone, which I was a little bit surprised by. I don't dislike it, but I'm not sure I like it either, and it seems to be the type of topic I'd expect to discuss in advance. Okay, can we pause?
Yeah. Dude, just how you're reading that now is even funny because she's like, not to be materialistic, but my boyfriend bought me this like ring.
And wouldn't you believe it, it's not a diamond.
I didn't get to pick it up. You're just really do that nervous after. I don't know.
I don't dislike it. It's really giving like, I don't know, what do you want to eat?
Yeah.
It's like, bruh, just tell me what you
She's
want
like,
to eat.
hey guys, how do I say I hate it nicely? She's like, I don't dislike it, but
Yeah, it's just funny. I mean,
and
you're allowed to have these feelings for sure. Your feelings are valid. Obviously, you probably are working up to like, should I say something? I feel bad for feeling this way.
It makes sense. I mean, that's something you're gonna wear for hopefully a very long time. You know, it's like a big thing.
And
it's
I'll insert.
I think
I'll insert the picture 3, 2, 1 right here of the ring.
Yeah. I mean,
Look
I guess.
at her hands.
Yeah.
Can we just speculate? Is she hot?
It's a pretty ring. Oh, good question. I mean,
Is
if it
she
wasn't
hot?
for engagement, I think it'd be pretty.
No, is she hot?
With
Just
her,
from the hands.
I know, but I was saying, finish my thought. I don't think so. I don't like the countertops, and I think the hands are a little more wrinkly. Like,
yeah,
she
and
looks older.
She doesn't have. They're not painted. Not that like hot people always paint their nails and ugly people.
There's
never
not like
do.
taken care of as well.
For being
Like, well, I mean, she was on vacation and stuff, right?
yes, she was in
I feel like she
Mexico.
would have had done that.
Right.
Just assuming, not like that everyone does it, but getting ready for
man.
vacation and stuff. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think she's just trying to, because that's an important thing to say. Like, you
Yeah,
know, you
yeah.
want to lie, be like, oh my gosh,
Hey.
I totally love it. Like, but it's definitely something that will get people's feelings hurt. Like, if you're like, I don't like this, because they did spend a lot of time trying to pick it out and stuff, and it's just hard to tell someone like, hey, like, I don't like this, but like, I like the gesture. I just,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, people are very sensitive.
It's
to
a
that, I
difficult
think.
truth, but like you got to speak your truth. Anyway, okay, let me continue the prompt. Has anyone been in a similar situation? And if yes, how did you handle it? Wait, is it worth bringing up? Am I terrible for even feeling this way? Some context in case it's helpful. We're not tight on money, so I don't believe that was the motivation. Though I wouldn't expect him to drop a ton on a ring. He has a ring custom made using ethically sourced stones, which I know he knows I care about, and modeled loosely off of a ring I own for my deceased grandmother that's very dear to me. Additionally, one of our good friends recently got married and her ring is non-diamond, so I think that might have given him the idea. The
What
ring
if
is a
her-
burgundy sapphire framed by diamonds. It's very pretty, just not what I was thinking of as an engagement ring. Here's a photo for reference.
I like that speed up. I'm sorry. What if she's like one of those house moms? That's what I'm imagining, you know? She's like going out, like, she's like, we're not tight on money. So, like, he's working all day. She's at home, like, in the neighborhood, like, oh no, I cannot show the ladies my ring.
Right.
like,
It does
embarrass her or
feel
something.
it does feel like very keeping up with the Joneses, which
Yeah.
the whole idea of wedding rings, it totally is. No ring like exists like in a vacuum. You're like gonna compare it with your friends and stuff. It's just she's totally right to have these feelings, but it just gives me the ick.
Yeah.
And it's bad. Like these Redditors freaking flamed her. Though
Really? I didn't get to see the responses.
Yeah,
I
they're
think
like-
funny. Because I'm actually in this group on Facebook. It's really funny. It's called Ring Shame Club. And it's purposefully to roast people. So people will post their rings and they're like, that's not diamond cut, or like your hand looks like this. It's
that
really
sounds so
funny.
toxic, but really funny.
But it's
too.
supposed to be like, you aren't supposed to like post something that you like. It's like
Yeah.
weird ones,
It's all hate posts.
eccentric ones you find. Yeah.
So
Because then there's a community out there. So I bet the comments are kind
dang,
of funny.
well, they're more like sort of man centric as you'd
Okay.
expect on Reddit. If in women
Interesting.
conversations, I think it's
Yeah.
like clear, like okay, it doesn't really matter if you're being a bitch. Objectively, like it's your ring, you're gonna wear it for the rest of your life. Like it should be tailored to you. But he's in the situation where he wanted to surprise her, and it worked by not consulting her. I think the thing with these is just like kind of wink nudge
Yeah.
surprise. Like communicate with her friends. Like she probably knows what she wants and has told her friends. So talk to her friends and like hopefully her friends are good and won't like ruin the surprise.
Yeah. She could have like printed multiple pictures of the ring she wanted and hid them in places.
It's really it just brings up a situation where someone's on like a third or fourth date or even like
Yeah.
a first date and she's like, this is the kind of ring I want.
Yeah, but they were
Like,
together
in case
like,
this
for
goes
4
further.
years, right? Like,
Yeah.
I'm assuming they had talked and stuff.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know if it was like random. I don't know that part.
Yeah. It's good that she wanted them ethically sourced.
Yeah.
If we're giving out points.
Yeah.
No one wants a blood diamond. I mean, you shouldn't.
I feel like
I
people
don't
have
want
those or like
that
people
necessarily
like,
need
yes,
like
this is real mink.
dead
This
Rwandans
is my blood
on
diamond.
my fucking conscience.
Yeah.
There's like some crazy stuff I've seen on the internet about the lengths that diamond companies and diamond interests have taken to like keep developing governments of nations that have diamonds like unstable.
Oh.
Just like to have them bribe
work source and
centric
stuff,
because
that's
they
sad.
just want diamonds and they don't
Yeah.
need people like forming unions or like
Yeah.
standing up for workers' conditions because ultimately, like they just want the diamonds. It's like a
see.
real problem
I
in
know that.
Africa.
I watched kind of like I didn't know too much about that stuff because I feel like talk about it more. But like that Adam Sandler movie,
Which one?
the like
Oh,
raw,
Uncut Gems?
Yeah.
Raw. Dude, Uncut Gems fucking goes,
That's a
dude.
good
That
one.
is a
That's what I
stressful
think,
ass
yeah.
movie. Shout out Adam Sandler. Shout out KD. No, KG, Kevin Garnett, excuse me.
Excuse
Garnett,
you,
another gem.
excuse. Yeah.
And shout out Julia Fox.
Oh yeah.
If we had started Yay Watch, if we started this podcast like a year ago, she would have been a big part of Yay Watch.
Yeah.
And now it feels like ancient history.
right.
Remember
it's
when he
crazy.
broke up with Kim and was like, "This is my new bae now." And
Yeah,
she was
like
like,
for a month or
she's
so.
leaning the fuck into
Then she
it,
got
like
them-
being all art
She got
centric
them all
and shit.
Birkins, like her and her friend, and then they broke up like 2 days later or something.
Is it bad that I just wanted Ye to stay in that like the weekend ass pocket? You know what I mean? Like, let me just see you be a toxic man
Yeah.
and like date celebrities.
A lot of people, yeah. I would much rather prefer that than what's going on right
and
now.
what
Yeah.
have you been?
Oh my gosh. Like,
Especially Hitler.
is Meryl Streep single? Like that'd be so good, a good combo. Like,
Come
if
on.
if he went really old,
Bruh. Meryl is a grandmother.
I know.
I'm
but
pretty
if
sure
she's
she has
single,
actual kids and that they have kids.
He'll be like, I went from daddy to double grand because that's what I am.
Like, together we have over a dozen Oscars and Grammys.
yeah.
And I'm dating I got a Grammy, and I got me a Grammy.
Yeah, he would say that. As far as
I'm dating a Grammy, and I got me a Grammy. But yeah, honestly, just communicate. Like, couch your reservations.
Yeah.
Like, I think part of it is like stiff upper lip. Like, I love you. I love this ring. I love that you surprised me. But then ultimately, like, look, I really wanted to be consulted. This is such a huge thing for women.
yeah, I
And-
think she should be able to. Like, if the relationship is good and stuff,
Yeah.
they should receive that. I mean, fact is that it was a good gesture and the
Yeah.
tension is there, but it can always.
Yeah,
We talked
watch
about
me
what the
fumble it.
tangible was.
Watch me fumble it too when we go through it. How are you going to let me know? Have you already let me know? I'm going to get you a pearl ring. Just kidding, Alyssa's mom and dad and grandma and uncle.
Oh my goodness!
Oh my goodness.
How about a chicken ring or like a ring?
A ring pop,
Yeah.
a chicken ring. Is that a ring with a freaking
It's
Chick-fil-A
like an
nugget on it?
onion ring, but it's a chicken instead. I don't know.
It sounds like a Burger King contraption. Burger King is unhinged these days, man.
Yeah.
You've tried the chicken fries, right? They're not new.
Yeah, I enjoy those. I haven't tried that like Impossible Burger, but I heard it's really good.
It's actually pretty passable.
Yeah.
It's good. The macros are not the greatest, though.
Gotcha. Yeah, I like
More
their French
fat than you
fries a
think.
lot. I hate that eating French fries. I mean, it's like not the best food for you, but I like their French fries. They're really
Burger King French fries?
good. Yeah, or KFC.
I'm blanking if I even can. Oh, KFC French fries?
They're delicious. They taste like potato wedges more.
Oh
I
yeah,
like
I remember
those,
KFC
like-
French fry. We were just talking about this. When's the last time you've had KFC?
Recently, because that little girl I take babysitting,
Ah.
I didn't have to get anything. I just like tried some of the new grilled chicken.
Okay,
That's really good, but it's been a while.
dude, I wanted some KFC. I grew up with KFC, and I have not
really
had it in
like
a
the
while.
coleslaw. Like, do you like the sides?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, mashed potatoes.
And freaking Kentucky's own Jack Harlow
yeah,
had a KFC sponsorship. Man, he's having fun with the sponsorships. Him with freaking New Balance. It's good to be a white rapper.
right.
That's still cool.
yeah. Shout out Eminem. Shout out Jack Harlow. Or he's-
MGK, Action Bronson, but he's like ethnic white. Action Bronson's Albanian.
Well, Eminem has that funny lyric about. He's like, you never seen he's like, who would have thought a white rapper could make it? Now y'all show up. Like, he's obviously is way better. I can't think of it right now. It's like, oh my.
Yeah, that sounds like an Eminem bar. Not.
Who ever heard of a white rapper before? Now y'all show up at the door or something like that. I don't know.
Who are the other white Mac, of course.
Yeah, all right.
Mac Miller. R.I.P. Never forget him. I'll probably get a Mac tattoo someday.
Very cool. That would be cool.
Okay, so have we talked enough about Ring Girl?
Yeah.
And we're back on I Love Lamp.
Yes.
Got big boy Gus here. Augustus
Little Goosey
McCray. Gustavo Main. Gustavo my main. And we're going to talk about some of our goals for 2023. My main goal is I want to make SMART goals, like what is the acronym?
Specific, measured,
Measurable, attainable,
realistic, timely.
and time. Yeah. Like some kind of time limit on them. Yeah,
What's
I want
your
to
main goal?
My main goal, that's the main goal is to have some clarification on my career.
Okay.
Sounds a little bit passive, but there's things I can work on in the background and like in tandem with it. I'm developing as a real estate investor and also as a podcaster with you, content developer. So those are like the three main ones that I'm really working toward. And I really need to make them more specific.
Yeah.
I want
To
to
help you
flip.
achieve them more and stuff.
Yeah. Get back to me. What about you?
Oh, and also another good tip is to like actually write them down. They're like ink it, don't think it.
Ink it, don't think it.
Yeah, because it makes it like last longer.
That's fire.
But just kind of like overall goals, like the 4: mental, emotional, spiritual, physical, just trying to go to the gym more often. I really like those morning workouts, so trying to keep that up. I'm training for that, like 9K, 10K we're doing?
15K.
15K.
15K or 9.3 miles.
Sounds about right. I train for that, just probably like meditating more, saving more money. Well, make them SMART goals too, like all realistic, but those are the overall. Read more, keep doing those Coursera things.
Yeah. It's hard to put like I want a goal for a whole year.
Yeah.
Like I just don't see time that way. It's good to have like a stretch goal and then maybe like a nearer goal that help you like get to that big goal.
I like it just as like a reflection period because I feel like I don't have super new goals. It's kind of like I always try to stick on the same things. And then when the new year comes, I'm like, okay, did this work? Did this not work? Let's like try to change it this year. But it's still kind of the same goals, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just going to throw out some goals
Okay.
for each of them just to get the brain juices flowing.
Okay.
Okay, for the podcast, 1,000 listeners.
Yes,
And
like it.
and a paid endorsement deal.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Some kind of like ads going in.
I'd really like to do some merch. Like I think sweatshirts.
Ooh.
I want to like sweatshirts or stickers or something.
Oh, like for some lamp merch
Yeah,
for our lamp
I love
heads?
lamp merch. Like that crew neck style is very comfortable.
I
feel
would
like
so fuck with
love
that. I would rock that.
Um,
Other fun
Close
goals
there.
to embrace my hobbies. I've been playing pickleball and surfing.
yeah.
And just to like, not necessarily, I do want to get better at them, but just with consistency and like enjoy every time I get out there.
Yeah, it's just something fun to do.
Run a 15K in March, so that'll be one of the early physical goals. Kind of putting a pause on calisthenics and, CrossFit style HIIT workouts. Gonna do that and then maybe get into some athlete type explosive stuff after that for physical goals.
Yeah, we were saying we're gonna mix some stuff in with those running, like those.
Oh yeah, on the off
thrusters,
days.
Yeah.
Yeah. For sure. Oh,
Maybe try some new hobbies.
right.
Definitely bike riding more.
I want to buy one tax lien, at least one tax deed, a pre-foreclosure house, and do some wholesaling, and just develop a real estate portfolio. So that one's kind of a couple different things, but like just to like be more, like just really do it. Like
yeah, that makes sense.
take a leap into the real estate thing. And besides that, yeah, the Navy one is kind of the overarching one, but that one is like kind of not completely in my in my charge. So
Yeah, you can't really make goals about that one. Just kind of.
just be ready for what comes. Whether it's they offer me back in and then we start this whole journey again, or I push to lad, or move on with my life. And I feel good about it because I know I'm going to be with you and Gus, and we have stuff going on. So, yeah, 2023 will be as eventful, if not more so.
Very growthful, eventful year. It's not going to be lame for sure.
It won't be lame.
Something going on.
January might be a little lame.
I mean, yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. But I will be doing dry January.
Yeah. It's one
Mando.
of our goals.
Mandatory. Well, not mandatory, but I will be attending something of a rehabilitation. I'm comfortable talking about it. Yeah, rejuvenation. Career mandated rejuvenation.
Yeah.
Where
detox.
We'll learn about some stress relieving techniques and how to cope.
Yeah.
I don't think it's personally like my cross to bear necessarily, but it never hurts to get some good advice on how people deal with things in a healthy way.
Yeah. Sounds like a good time, honestly, for everyone.
You're going to be dry with me, right?
Yeah, I'm just like, you learning these skills sounds honestly great.
Shade room. The shade room.
Look, he's a lamp head.
Oh, yeah, this is our new merch, everyone.
He's a lamp head, for real.
So cute.
Yeah.
People would paint it on his last day, like I love lamp.
Are we going to turn up this holiday season, though? Like these 10 days at home and home?
I don't know, probably just...
I'll get a little,
have some eggnog
medium.
here or there.
Maybe one or two will, really go, if we see some of the homies from back home. But besides that, it's not about getting turned anymore. It's about having quality moments that we remember.
Yeah. More just maybe like one or two. No need to go to extreme 100.
More life.
No need to chug Everclear.
Lots of hot chocolate for sure. I hope
Ooh,
we have that
maybe
too.
some hottie toddies.
Yeah.
And some apple cider with maybe like a splash of bourbon.
I love apple cider more than apple juice.
What is the difference?
I think one just is like has
like
sugar
saltier?
in it. Yeah, like apple cider is kind of like that soury that are like
sour.
Manon.
I can't believe we didn't have him up here before this because it's a video podcast. Okay, that's why.
What?
I was like, it's so cool to podcast with him, and then he wiggles a little bit, and I'm
yeah.
like, actually, no. And you knocking cameras over and shit, boy. Shit, boy. You kind of annoying, boy.
So apple cider, I think they just use the whole apple, no unfiltered thing.
Okay,
So
and
then
then
apple
juice,
is
they
just like the juice
they just
and
squish
then
the juice.
pasteurize. Interesting. We should get some today for the movie.
Yes. So that is kind of our hard cap on time.
Yeah. So some other things I had. Yearly wrap up. We have transitions into goals for the new year. Yeah, we did that.
Yep. We did that.
So,
8.
Oh, do you have any favorite Christmas traditions? 'Cause that's
Christmas
coming up.
traditions. Watching Christmas with the Cranks for sure. That's our family's favorite Christmas movie. Freaking Tim Allen just being a scumbag in a fun way. And then
The ham.
the heck?
The Christmas ham.
Christmas ham. But what's the lead's name from Freaky Friday?
Jamie
Lee Curtis.
No, I don't think it is. It?
Yeah, it's definitely her. Gosh, I love her.
I think it's wrong for her.
No, I'm right. I looked it up.
It's
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Well, I said Jamie first.
And then what? So how am I wrong?
You're not wrong.
Oh,
We're
okay.
both right, but I don't know why you said I'm right because no one was saying.
Oh, I thought you were saying it wasn't
Jamie.
her.
I was saying I wasn't sure. We need to edit this out.
Let's fight.
What?
A Fish Called Wanda is such a great movie, man. Oh wow, and she was in one of the movies of the year this year, Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Jamie?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was a really good movie.
Yes,
You
she's
liked
one of the
that a
white
lot.
people in it.
Yeah.
Gosh, what a good movie. Have you seen it yet?
Yeah, I have. I can't remember if we watched it together or.
If I think I bought it on Amazon.
And then I watched it.
And then I was like, yo, I rented on Amazon. Like, watch it while you can.
It's really cool. I like that one. Did you mention Freaky Friday? That's like my favorite one with her.
Freaky Friday?
Yeah.
Briefly, but yeah, that's such a good
Lindsay?
one. Her and Lindsay,
Lohan,
yeah.
Which I love her new Christmas movie. You watched it a little bit before you.
What's it called again?
I can't remember. But it was like the #1 movie for a little bit. Oh, no, I was so proud of it.
Christmas.
It was like those cute Hallmark storylines.
Yeah.
Like, you know what's going to happen.
They're having a little more fun with it.
Yeah.
Falling for Christmas.
Yeah, I really liked it. It was good.
The lead in that, or the main guy, is in Acapulco, which is an Apple TV original.
Oh, that sounds familiar.
Yeah. It didn't make my top 10 of the year. I was actually thought that we were going to do some TV coverage one, but then I realized, like, let's just make that its own video / I know you, like, want to, like, make it more of a conversation, yeah. Versus me just, like, these are my top favorite movies. And you're like, haven't seen it.
Yeah, I just don't watch that much TV, too.
Yeah. I realized I watched a lot of TV.
Talk about your favorite ones if you want. I just don't have any.
Not this time. Not this time. We'll keep it moving, keep it rolling. All right, guys, that was episode 3.
Episode 3 of
I Love Lamp.
It's been so fun.
Come on this journey with us.
We want to have you guys on. We want to have you guys engaged. Like,
yes.
We love your feedback. Everything you give us. Like, it's so fun.
Yes. Keep it coming. We really love all the support. And, 2023 is going to be our year.
Yes.
Maybe it might be the year that we toil in obscurity, but then even I feel it. End of 2023, 2024, it's popping off. We're going to get our formula down.
Yes.
We're going to develop
Building
these
skills
shorts
every day.
and these, medium length content.
Yeah.
We're going to work with
We have
advertising.
some really good things coming that we're excited to show you. 2023 is going to be different. We have a lot of time to work on this, put our skills in it, our little flair, and we're excited for what's to come.
Absolutely.
For sure.
So thanks, guys, for listening. 1,
Yeah.
2, 3. Lamp off.